Hi, I'm David Cassey, and today in this video, I'm going to be talking to you about church growth through vision casting. And we're going to be bringing experiences of working with some 1,100 churches over the last 25 to 27 years, typically in a capital campaign, where they're going to be basically trying to gather together and rally the troops and get buy-in and move things forward in a way that's going to have member engagement, and it's going to increase the effectiveness and overall ministry of your church. There are going to be 3 ways we're going to dive in today to have takeaways that you can immediately implement to your church in casting vision. Number 1 are fundraising vision videos. This is an effective video marketing tool basically to help you articulate the story of your church and to move things forward in casting vision for the future and how you're going to get there. Number 2 is the 3D animated virtual tours and online virtual reality experiences. Number 3 is the life change stories. Okay, so let's jump right into the vision videos formula we've used with some 1,100 churches, again, helping them share the vision of what they're doing at their church, where they're at right now today, and where they're going in the future. From a chronological order here of 1 to 5, there are very distinct things that we have in each video, even though each church is different. Number 1 are member interviews. This is where we interview people to get the little points and sound bites that we need to articulate why they love their church. We show them smiling, having a good time, and meeting people in the lobby, and doing things as you would see the lifeblood of the church on Sunday morning. Number 2 is the pastor's intro. This is an important piece to set up the vision video, where you're going to be talking about the past. We want to honor the past, and we also want to celebrate the present. What are we doing right now today that's exciting and it has proof that God is doing something unique and special in our church? And ultimately promoting the future of where you're headed in your church. So those 3 things are about 1.5 minutes. Basically, it's the vision, building up to the vision of where you're going and how you're going to get there. Number 3, what are some of the challenges being experienced that we need to overcome to accomplish the future and the vision of the church? And this is going to include elements of faith. It's going to take big faith. Number 2, it's going to cost finances. It takes money to get things done. And facilities, the facilities plan, whether it's renovating to freshen the place up or it's a whole new construction. And ultimately, we want to demonstrate what it's going to look like. You know, it's one thing to tell people, hey, it's going to be awesome, you're going to love it. But it's quite another to show them. Don't just tell them, show them. All right? So we're going to demonstrate visually what it looks like. You know, Albert Einstein said, if I can't see it, I can't understand it. And even the Bible says, right? Without a vision, the people perish. And I like to take that verse and kind of look at it a little bit differently and say, but with a vision, people flourish. So that's the part we're going to talk about here in a little bit, talking about the 3D animated virtual tours and online virtual reality experience. After you've demonstrated the vision, what your goals are, the monies we need to raise for certain ministries, missions, all the things you're going to do, you're giving initiatives. Maybe it's a renovation or a new building. Now people are like, okay, I get it. I understand it. We're excited. We're bought in. Now what? What do you want us to do, Pastor? And so then the pastor does his piece at the end. And this is what I call the call to action. You're going to spend maybe 3 to 4 minutes where he's going to lay out the specifics of what he wants you to do. Typically, that's going to be that he asks you to pray, because everybody in the church can absolutely be praying and extending their faith and asking him how he would want them to participate going forward in this vision for the church. Number 2 is to get quiet and just listen. Right? Just listen and hear what the voice of God's telling you. How does he want you to be involved? And number 3 is simply just to be obedient, to step out and to give of your time, to engage, to be present in the moment. And in an attitude of faith that God is going to do something collectively as a group, as a family of your church, to move things forward in the vision in the community. All right, so that's the vision video formula that we use on almost every video that we put together. Sometimes they're a little different and we move things around. But that's what we found that works really, really well. Number 2 is the 3D animated virtual tours and online virtual reality experience. Again, a picture is worth 1,000 words, right? So don't just tell them, show them. I want to basically give you a quick example here of some of this. Take you to our website. I'm going to give you links to this here in just a little bit, so just hang in there. We're going to talk about the 3D renderings. Now, this is basically a way for us to visually create something that's not there yet. And so we're going to create a demonstration of what the new lobby entry is going to look like, what the entry is going to look like into the children's areas, the check-in, the new worship center. What's it going to look like? What's it going to begin to feel like? How's it going to take care of our needs in the worship? Exterior, the kids areas are colorful, they're bright, lots of space, exciting, right? And then of course, this stirs up all kinds of imagination. This is actually a rendering of a project that's actually been built. Looks very much like this in real life. Super exciting. Again, God created us to be innovative people and creative people because we're made in his image, right? And so what we want to do is create and develop visuals to help people see and understand and get a glimpse of what's to come so they can grab a hold of it and be a part of it. And this is the lobby of that same church. All right. Awesome stuff. So that's the renderings. Next up is the 3D virtual tours. Now, this is something I'm going to show you a quick sample of a church. And this is actually out in Arizona. So it's pretty desert looking with a few hills in the background. But they wanted to create an experience here where we can show the virtual tour video. This is the animated where we do the fly through. I'm not going to show the whole video, but I'll show a couple pieces of it, right? Get a glimpse of the exterior. What's it going to look like as you're walking in? Ultimately, when you get on into the church here, you're going to see some education space, some kids spaces, the worship areas. Okay, that's what we call our 3D animated virtual tour videos. And then what you're seeing here is an interactive online virtual reality experience. Now, before I show this to you, I want to talk about the importance of the virtual reality. About 4 years ago, we embarked on a study with Oral Roberts University and studied how your brain works in using virtual reality to learn. And what we found out is that people learn at a rate of about 400% faster using virtual reality because it taps into a whole new level of creativity and understanding through your subconscious and things like this and your surroundings when you're immersed into an environment. Also, when we involve you to a level to let you choose where you want to go, how you want to get there through the facility, it engages your brain in a whole different way of learning. So as I'm doing now, I'm actually exploring this space. I'm going over here to the lobby, the cafe. I'm going to check out what's on the menu, what I'm going to order coffee-wise, whatever, to hang out with my friends. I can go look at the preschool if I want to, see what that's going to look like. If I'm a parent, I want to know kind of what it's going to be like. The playground area, let's go on in there. Wow, I can almost in there myself, right? Checking it out. And then ultimately, where are we going to be worshiping together as a church? Pretty cool. You can engage at whatever level you want to, go in and through and studying around. Very, very dynamic way to bring your church into an immersive experience and get them engaged into the process. We're going to talk about and kind of wrap up here with life change stories. Now, as much as I love the technology, the 3D animation, the virtual reality, online stuff, and all that, I know at the end of the day, it really is about life change. And I believe we've missed it. If we're helping you share your vision, then we've missed it if we're just about technology and cool virtual tours and all that. That's part of it. But we want to demonstrate that ultimately life change is the result of the ministry of the church. Yes, we need facilities. Yes, we need renovated, fresh facilities that people are going to enjoy to be there. We need a plan for missions. We need a plan for local outreaches. We're going to need to raise money. But at the end of the day, what are the real life experiences and connections through people that happen? And so what we found is that it's very important. A lot of people do a great job of launching capital campaigns, but to keep them moving forward and keep people engaged and connected and giving, you need to have a monthly rollout of a life change story. Again, this is someone where they're telling what was going on in their life. Where was the pivot point? That moment they knew something's got to change. And then what happened? Did they get connected to a member of the church? Did they just show up to the church? What happened? And then the result is the church had an effect on creating an environment for them to see and understand transformation and the love of God and moving that in and through their life. So, for the first three things here: vision videos, using 3D animated virtual tours to not just talk about it, but show them, take them there. Number 3, life change stories. I hope these 3 things have been key for you to understand what are some great ways to grow your church through vision casting. If you'd like to know more, I want you to go to this page called 3dreamstudios.com/churches. Or you can use the QR code. All you got to do is use the camera on your phone. Go to the QR code, tap it, and it's going to take you right to this page. Now, on this page, I want you to do something. As a part of watching this video, you want to get an opportunity here. Put in your name and email. In the specifics, say, yes, I want my free 3D renderings. If you do a project in the next year and you want to send us your information about that and stay in touch with us so that we have that and know that you responded to this, you're going to get part of your project, free 3D renderings, as a part of any virtual tour that we do for you. We're excited about what you've learned today. I hope you can take some points away to put together your vision and to share that in a way that people grab a hold of it. There's buy-in and there's immersion and engagement in a way that you've never seen in your church. And we look forward to helping you share the vision.